we want to collapse this logarithm. So our logarithm rules say as long as the bases match, we can put them together. We can make them more compact. And just like the reasons we would expand them, it's because it's going to make it easier to solve sometimes if we can make them compact. It just sometimes one is the method you want, sometimes the other is. So when I look at this, the first thing I'm going to do is I'm going to look at each individually and go, what can I do? Well, anything out in front, okay, so these two can be turned into exponents. This is that power rule. So this can be turned into the log-based a of 1/2 and the log-based 5 squared, okay? Now here, what's another way to write this? Well, I can write this as the log of the square root of a, because remember, any fractional exponent can be rewritten as a radical. And the basic square root is a 2. If this was a to the 1/3, I would have the third root of a. And then this can just be turned into the log of 25, right? I can do 5 squared. Now, what's this subtraction mean? Well, this is a division sign. Remember, addition is multiplication and subtraction is division. So this becomes the log-based square root of a over 25. So this would be my simplified version. Now again, you'd want to do this because remember this is a 10 if it's not written, so this would be base 10 in all those. If this had been multiplication, if this had been addition, I would turn it into multiplication. And I felt like I was going to tell you something else, and it's ran off and went somewhere, so must not have been that important. But hopefully this helps you. We want to be able to use those rules to shrink and expand as necessary based on what we're trying to do with it. And we want to try to simplify always as much as possible often. Like for instance, if we're shrinking, sometimes we want to expand it out because that's going to allow us to attack certain things. Maybe we can, evaluate certain pieces if we parse them out. Sometimes we want to put them back together so that we can solve them. There are going to be lots of different reasons we're going to go one way or the other. Remember that logarithm rules and exponent rules are related. They're pretty much because a logarithm is an exponent. And so that these rules are the same. So the same exponent rules that you were learning earlier, they're the same thing. Remember, addition and multiplication went together, subtraction and division. That same system holds here.